Good morning, Frank.
Good morning, Heidi.
Let's talk today about engine oil and oil changes. Now, I'm going to ask you kind of a silly question. What is the purpose of oil?
Not a silly question.
Okay.
Oil is a lubricant, and it is designed to prevent metal parts from rubbing against each other inside the engine. So it plays a very critical role. Engine oil is also designed to carry away contaminants as the engine wears out, as the engine runs. It burns gasoline. Some of those gasoline byproducts end up in the oil.
Mm-hmm.
And so the oil has to carry that away so that it can be filtered out. Cars have an oil filter in the engine. So the engine oil carries away contaminants, lubricates the inside of the engine, and also helps in cooling. It does transfer some heat to those from those metal properties.
What happens when you mentioned the metal parts in the engine rubbing together? Why is that a bad thing?
Okay, imagine taking, all right, let's imagine this scenario. Take a piece of chalk and use it on the sidewalk.
Mm-hmm.
And the chalk very quickly wears out, doesn't it?
Yes.
And that's what would happen if we lost that lubricating quality of the oil. Even if the oil is still full, as it wears and as it ages, it loses that lubricating quality and causes rapid wear on the inside of the engine. Rapid wear.
So what does that lead to?
Catastrophic engine failure would be the result. And what we've seen is on some oils, as they age, they cannot take those contaminants and carry them into the oil filter anymore because they lose those properties. We've seen sludge buildup, which is like a thick gel, which causes numerous other problems in the engine. And basically, premature engine failure is the bottom line result.
Does that mean an engine replacement or just some of those components?
Almost always an engine replacement.
Okay, not good.
Not good.
What happens if the oil isn't changed at regular intervals? Is 1,000 miles over a really big deal?
1,000 miles over is really not that big a deal, as long as it's not always pushing over and over and over. And we live busy lives, so it's really hard to get in exactly on the dime
Mm-hmm.
when it should be done. So 1,000 miles is not the end of the world. It's when people completely forget to do their oil change, and it's tens of thousands of miles. And we've seen cars that have gone 10,000 miles between an oil change all the way up to 30,000, and the breakdown on the oil is pretty substantial.
Yikes. And that leads back to what you were just talking about, the purpose of the oil.
Yes, yes, absolutely.
So that it not having regular changes leads to what you just said, catastrophic engine failure.
Catastrophic engine failure, absolutely, yep.